Hi, and welcome to the workshop about collaboration, team building in action, and communication and influence in action. In chapter 1, we're going to go over the fundamentals of team dynamics. So, effective teams aren't just people with a different set of skills. In our case, we got to look at effective teams as people with a clear vision and a collective goal that everyone strives towards. Everyone has to have clear goals within the team. Each member needs to know where their responsibilities start and where they end, because this way we avoid a lot of unnecessary conflicts. And every member has to be very aware of their contributions. This way everyone equally feels like a valuable member of the team. When it comes to conflicts, we have to ask ourselves whether they're good or bad. But the answer here is actually that it depends. You could have bad conflicts if there's no constructive solution and if there's an ineffective way of communicating with each other. This way, we're going to have a bad work culture and stagnation in our team. But we can have good conflicts where we have constructive solutions and effective mediation and communication. This way, conflicts can even lead to innovation and growth within a team, making them a necessary part of your work culture that you have to cultivate, but in the right way. Decision-making within the team isn't just something that has to be done by the leader. This is a collective team-building exercise for everyone in the team. It's a litmus test for psychological safety and communication in your team. Effective decision-making within the team can lead to more cooperation and a sense of belonging to the team and ownership over your tasks and the overall project success. Now let's go over effective communication, one of the key factors of every successful team and company. We have different types of communication, and these differing communication styles can either be, for example, very direct or very indirect. A good leader adapts to each one of these styles. The leader's communication should be clear and well articulated, and you have to respond to everything that the other person said. You have to show them that you listen to them and actually communicate in a two-directional manner. You have to be sure to listen with an intent to truly understand what the other person is trying to communicate to you. Constructive feedback is also a crucial part of listening and communication. It cultivates growth, and you have to give it in a neutral way that doesn't incite any defensiveness in the other person. This way, you can build a culture of constructive feedback that allows your team to grow. But you have to express constructive feedback in a way that's expressed gracefully and taken neutrally. Only this kind of a culture can actually allow people to be very direct with their feedback and say what they truly mean. Chapter 3, developing your influence and leadership skills. When it comes to influencing and motivating others, it's not only about positive reinforcement. Influencing and motivating others is about connecting with them on a deep level. It's about understanding their needs, their fears, their ambitions, and what truly makes them a person. Influencing isn't forcefully convincing people that you're right and that they should do what you tell them to do. It's about inspiring and giving them a vision so they can see value in the path that you're offering. When it comes to leadership skills, they're present everywhere. They're not just for the people with titles, for the CEOs, for the entrepreneurs. You gain power naturally anywhere, in any social situation, by being a good role model, by having innovative ideas, and by being fair and ethical. When people recognize that in you, you'll gain some kind of natural and organic power and status anywhere. When it comes to leading your team, there has to be a healthy balance of empathy and understanding, but also of decisiveness that's typical for any good leader. You have to make sure you don't enable negative or toxic behavior, and at the same time, lead with example and integrity. To do that, you have to work on yourself constantly. This way, you're actually deserving of the respect given to you by your team. Chapter 4, personal brand and networking digitally. Your personal brand isn't, again, only for entrepreneurs and CEOs. A personal brand is simply your reputation, and everyone has one, and everyone can work on marketing their successes and thereby improving their reputation. A personal brand encompasses anything from your actions, how you present to the world, and how others perceive you. But your reputation, for example, in a workplace, develops naturally and organically, while for an actual quality brand, you need to have a more strategic and structured approach when it comes to promoting yourself. So ask yourself, what do I want to represent? How do I communicate that? And how do you communicate that inside of the conversations you have with others and inside online interactions that you can have either via posts, comments, or anything else? Social media platforms are tools to spread our message. They're not only about posting, but building a community. They're about actively participating in dialogues and adding value to the people you reach. All of the above is what actually makes you a respected individual in your community. And social media is a great leverage tool to help you create that. And now, a key ingredient of your digital brand is authenticity. Your digital identity should, at the end of the day, be a reflection of your true self. If you implement authenticity in your branding, your posts, and in your communication with others online, you're sure to build a well-tailored brand for yourself that you can use in your career or in your personal life. Now, for the end, this is a quote from Michael Jordan: "Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships." If you want to build championships, we hope this course helped you. Thank you for listening. And below, you can find many exercises tailored for you to teach you everything you just heard. And we hope you're successful.